Hi, welcome everybody at the Crypto Business Podcast brought to you by TokenMinds. I'm your host, Rob Igeram, director at TokenMinds, a full service crypto and NFT agency. In this podcast, we're discussing any blockchain topic that is relevant for businesses and founders. Today, we're talking about crypto and NFT ad management. I have with me today Maarten, who's a veteran digital marketeer and is managing the ads for TokenMinds crypto and NFT clients. Hi Maarten, welcome.
Hi Rob, thank you.
Let's jump into the first question. Which ad platforms do you recommend for NFT and crypto projects?
There are several ad platforms, or there are a lot of ad platforms, of course, and you have the famous ones like Facebook and Google, but I don't really recommend them because, first of all, many times they reject NFT and crypto advertisers, and also targeting is not really specific for these platforms. So there are several other social media platforms which are really interesting and really good for advertising. Plus, there's also Etherscan, Coinzilla, and some other really crypto-specific platforms which are good as well, and especially for brand awareness.
And what kind of targeting do you recommend using on those platforms?
Depends on the platforms, but if you use the crypto platforms, then the targeting is already really crypto related, so then there's not much targeting possible. But you can target on countries, basically on country options. And if you use social media, you can go really specific into all kind of NFT subjects, all kind of crypto crypto marketing or cryptocurrency subjects. So there, in some social media platforms, it's really specific, and sometimes you can even target on influencers, for example, crypto or NFT influencers. So this is really interesting as well.
And what about the ad copies? What to take into account there?
Really important is to be as specific as possible. So really think about what are your USPs, and try to say it in one short sentence. What is your USP? What is the question people would have seeing your ads, and what is your answer? And that in one line, if possible. That's the best ad copy possibility, I think. And then combined with a good image or video if the platform allows it, which is really showing your NFT project the best visible way. And what you should do as well, for sure, is to test different ad copies next to each other. So you use one image and test different texts next to each other, or you use one text and test different images next to each other. So you see which image and which text performs best in terms of clicks, cost per click, and conversions on your own website.
Right, some A/B testing makes sense. And what about the landing pages, finally?
They should be, more or less stripped versions of your website. So you basically take away your menu items, take away most text, and really focus on the most important USPs, combined with the best images, especially if you have NFT images, and ask really specifically to ask the user to do what you want in order to do. So join them on Discord, join the community, join the whitelist, etc. And best to ask one or two conversion options, and not more, because otherwise it gets confusing and then people don't decide anything and they don't convert. So one or two options is the best thing to do.
Okay, understood. And which conversion do you usually recommend for like NFT projects?
Usually join the Discords. This is mostly wished by clients to join the Discord community or join the whitelist. So these two these two I would recommend, because this is mostly what clients wish as well, and it's also quite an easy conversion point. So you do it step by step, not letting them buy an NFT immediately, but they just come on your website for the first time. So best thing is to let them do a small step and join a whitelist, and then you have them, and then you can communicate with them further via this whitelist or via Discord.
Makes sense. Yeah, and just to clarify, for audience members that do not have like a digital marketing background, those conversion points can be communicated to the ad platform. So you can actually optimize your ad copy based on those conversion or the cost per conversion, specifically speaking. And then what about?
For sure.
And what about remarketing?
Yeah, you can install a tag or a pixel from the advertising platform, and then if somebody comes on your website, you can retarget him with another ad. So this is in most platforms. Also, if you don't use Facebook, Google, but far most platforms have these opportunities and have quite sophisticated ways to do retargeting campaigns. So yeah, it's a good option for sure.
Okay, so that's also an option, usually also recommended for like projects to apply the remarketing as well.
Yeah, and then it's important to exclude people who joined the whitelist already, so not to target him and them again with remarketing ads.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, well, thank you, Maarten. Do you have any other points that you want to leave the audience with before we close the podcast?
No, not really. It's important to choose the right network and to do some research in which network fits best with your project, I think. And this saves a lot of trouble later, and it also increases your effectivity a lot, I think.
Yeah, and it saves you time, right? And unless you have infinite budget to use all the networks, it's better to make the right decisions before you start, especially for your first ad. So yeah, let's leave it with that. Thank you so much, Maarten. Appreciate it, and hope to see you another time in the podcast. But for now, thank you and goodbye, everyone.
Yeah, thank you too. Goodbye.